Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Gladiator Cypher podcast. Glad to be with y'all again this week. It is November 8th. I'm going to get into these culture talks, some album reviews for you. But to kick it off, we got a really fun theme. I'm excited to once again join my co-host. What's going on, Nip?
Yo, what up, neighborhood brolic alcoholic? I lost my my son headphones, so today I got my daughter headphones. I'm pink, I'm furry, you know what I mean, and I'm fierce, you know what I mean.
There you go.
With the rose gold, got the rose gold with the puffy ears. You know what I'm saying? We rocking.
Got that 2000s, early 2000s can vibe going on.
Indeed.
All you need is a chinchilla and the Range Rover.
Indeed.
But just to kick this off, so not only did we have the whole Travis Scott concert situation, but we had like the mother load of all Drink Champs episodes.
Oh, yes, sir.
With your boy Ye. I can't call him Kanye no more. He say Ye, the artist formerly known as Kanye. Man, it just is so much to unpack from the podcast. And at first I was like, Drink Champs. I'm like, man, NORE, don't mess this interview up. Because Drink Champs, you know, I was a fan. Then I had to stop listening to it for like a good year and a half because NORE was getting on my nerves. He's getting on my nerves.
Why? He had two fire joints this year so far. The Wale joint was good.
Yeah, I like the Wale one a lot.
Wale, shout out to the 92184 crew. We got the same birthday. I'm saying we definitely outdrink niggas. That's what we do. He got
stuck. I remember that. NORE was walking around. That's
drunk. That's right. Yeah, you can't fuck with us when it comes to drinking, baby. That's it.
Well, he got me when he just stood up and was looking at him like, what's going on? He just had to go give him a hug. That shit was funny.
But this is probably the best Drink Champs ever.
Yeah,
this is probably the best Drink Champs. Yeah,
by far. Yeah. He's had some good ones. Like I like the one he had with Redman on there. There's a couple other ones I thought were tough. Hey, this is by far the good one. I'm glad it came at this point in Drink Champs versus like a real early episode before NORE kind of got the flow down with the interview process and stuff. Because, you know, the difference with Drink Champs is NORE is actually friends with these people. Like, he actually knows a lot of these people. So it's just like you're literally kicking it with a homie. And, you know, you get the drinking and stuff. You're going to get loud. You know, you're going to yell and stuff like that, which is cool.
Right.
But.
And he got Ye off the hen dog. And that's when Ye was. George Bush is not like black people. When Ye was drinking that Henny, you know what I'm saying? And he got him to get a little blaze and shit. I'm like, oh, you the Black Joe Rogan?
Yeah, you my Joe Rogan. That man had the gloves on with me. He's like, can you light it? I got my gloves on. That shit was funny as shit. Oh my goodness, man. But yeah, let's just break it down for the listeners. So up front, we kind of got some of that Ye talk we're a little bit more accustomed to, where he's kind of, you know, a lot of name dropping, telling us, you know, what he thinks about the industry, his place in it, really getting real braggadocious about, hey, look, this money, style, music, you know, I'm him when it's coming to these features. But one of my favorite parts of that was the whole discussion around the word rapper. And how they just label you rapper.
Yeah, that was.
And you can just sub the word nigga for rapper, and
yeah, that was heavy. That was a pretty that was an interesting point. I never thought about it that way until he said it, and I'm like, damn, like yeah, like because even some shit you see, like when they talk about Jay-Z, they still say rapper Jay-Z, and it's like nah, like yes, he is a rapper, but it's like. Them niggas is doing a lot more than rapping, bro. Yeah. Like, you can't just pigeonhole a nigga to that. Like, so I get what he's saying. It's like it's a certain connotation that comes on with that word when it's like white media and when they write about it and just say rapper, like rapper Kanye, rapper Jay-Z, rapper. It's like yeah. I think that was
That's like calling Trump, real estate agent or something.
Like,
real estate broker.
Exactly, like real estate mogul or some shit. Real estate, you know what I mean? Like, that's
just something real basic.
That's
like
you
got,
wild. Yeah.
I can go down the street and find just a rapper. Like this man is way more than that. Yeah. And so, you know, so we got that talk, which I thought was a great point. Like you said, you know, just kind of showing how even when you make it to that echelon of just success, you still got people trying to just place labels on you to keep you out of certain conversations and out of certain spaces. So I thought that was a dope point that he made. One of my favorite little points about the whole braggadocious piece when he was talking about his chat thread. He had like Drake, Jay, he said he had Kim on there. He had Pusha on there. He had all these people. He's like, look, look, I'm worth more than all y'all combined.
Right. Man. No, I fuck with Ye, dog. Or the joint where he was texting Lauryn Hill, was like, I'm the leader. And I'm the leader. She's like, nah, nigga, you a leader.
You're a leader. He's just a wild dude, man. Leader, yeah. He's just a wild dude. Like, he just dropped a lot of gems during this. And of course, like, some I'm like, okay, Kanye, okay. But I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Like, look how much this man has been able to build over these years. You know, he's always believed in himself. He's always told us, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be this. And even if it doesn't play out exactly the way he says, in some form or fashion, like, a lot of the stuff is coming to fruition. And, you know, he's sitting on top right now. Even the shit with his hair. Like, when I first saw his haircut, I'm like, all right, Kanye, what are you doing? And he had me dying. He's like, yeah, I called this the Britney. I was like, oh, shit. When he said that, I knew the interview was going to be good. Like, when he hit that joke, it was real early. I was like, oh, yeah, we finna have it.
Now we going to call it the Ye.
He was like, I had it first, but then the assistant was like, man, he got to get the line up at least. I was like, she brought him back to earth.
I need a line up.
He was like, yeah, the barber didn't even want to charge me. You know, you just did it so bad. But even that talk, like that whole barter system stuff he was kind of saying, I thought was kind of cool. Is it practical for our country in the way things are set up? No, but in the ideal world, yeah, that would be dope. Like, if you got a skill or a service you can provide, use that, you know, share it with the farmer who's got the eggs or something. Like, hey, I'll do this for you, you know, kind of spread the wealth that way. So I thought that was dope also. How did you feel about his comments about Drake? Because that took up a good chunk of the interview also.
Yeah, the Drake shit. I get it, but I don't get it. Like, I've never seen two people that have so much respect and admiration for each other have this level. No, I can't even say that, because that's a lie. Because him and Jay had beef, like you know what I mean. So that's just Kanye's thing, man. It's hard to deal. I'm not a big mental health, whatever advocate. Sometimes niggas just act wild. Yeah, and you just got everybody got that person in their family, man. Like you love them, y'all have great times, and then y'all end up at odds and shit. And that's just what it is. And I think that's who Kanye is inside of that black music family. It's like he's the crazy fucking uncle, man.
Yeah, it's like you don't know when he's gonna turn up.
You don't know when he's gonna pop off, but when he does, it's classic.
Yeah,
it's always gonna happen. It's always gonna be some beef, some turmoil, something. You're gonna rub somebody the wrong way. He's always gonna do some wild shit. But you also know that, like, the nigga got a good heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, that uncle that you got in the family, like, yeah, he gonna say some wild shit. He gonna say some shit that might be offensive or not PC or whatever like that. But you know, like, you know what I mean? Push come to shove, that's still he still got your best interest at heart. He's still gonna do what he do. He's still gonna make the shit happen the way it happened. And that's just Ye. Like, he gonna say some shit and be like, all right, that nigga just being Ye right now. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be what it is. So when it comes to the Drake shit, it's like, yeah, he probably said this some wild shit, but I also feel him on this shit, like when he, like, the nigga saying shit about his wife, and he like, I don't really know. He like, man, you should have told me. Like, I could deal with that more than being in the turmoil. I'm like, damn, did he not? Did he? You know what I'm saying? He's saying little slick shit. He was like the beef scene, like, oh, like Drake will move it to your neighborhood and shit with his beef.
Yeah, he said, look, what have his people DM every cousin, every woman you know. And like, I'm like, man, this some subtle art of war type shit got going on. You know, I think, I heard that. I'm like, that professional rapper conversation. He's like, this is how they do war. Like, it ain't just, oh, I'm throwing bars at you. He's like, I'm really trying to get some dirt and use what I can to establish my dominance in this field. So I thought that was dope, man. Because, you know, we heard with him and Drake, they would have like these subtle ass bars and stuff, and not ever explicitly going, you know, out and about of it, but they doing all this behind the scenes to try and position each other in a certain way, and that way they can do the killing blow. But luckily, I don't think it really got to that point, because I would like to see them piece it up and work together. So I think they could come out with some fire.
They still work together though. Even with all the beef, he was like, yo, I want the beat. He told Drake he wanted the fucking the beat off of the CLB shit, the Certified Lover Boy joint. Like they still talk to each other, like, which is crazy. Like y'all say all this wild shit, but y'all still, I don't say y'all homies, but y'all still have open lines of communication. You still texting this nigga like and him and Virgil and Jay and all that. But my favorite part of the joint was when that nigga pulled that tombstone out and said, Big Sean is the worst decision I've ever made in my life.
That shit was so funny, man. He gave it up. Like, I didn't think he was giving up like that.
He gave it up the whole joint, bro. That joint, he said,
Common and Talib.
How you going? He said, I never liked the way Talib rapped. I'm like, yeah, this nigga's crazy. And he said, yo, why he make his first song ass?
Yeah.
In the airport.
That shit was
dog. That joint, hold on. It was another joint. It was the Big Sean.
John Legend.
Oh, they started singing, Let's Get Lifted.
That killed me, like, because this had been like a cool 10, 15 minutes after they had stopped talking about the joke. You just randomly start singing that shit.
That shows you how this nigga, for real, that nigga's a comedian, bro. Like, the way he just came out, like, let's get lifted.
There's something wrong with that dude, man. That shit had me dying laughing. But he had a good point. I'm like, look, this dude put you on major positions to change your life. Even if you don't agree with the politics and stuff, like, y'all don't got to be bullies, but you also don't got to drag them, like, just to get PC points. You know what I mean? Because that's, at the end of the day, all they wanted to do is be in a better position, I feel like, to capitalize on the whole Democratic stuff going on. Like, he gave the example of Pusha, who he said, he didn't agree with this stuff, but he also wasn't trying to join in on the people dragging the dude's name through the mud and all that kind of stuff.
That's a fact. Like, you can have a point of view and not trash a motherfucker.
Yeah, be critical, but you don't got to do the most, especially to somebody that y'all work with so extensively. Like, he's got huge bodies of work with all those art. Well, not really Talib, but for like John Legend.
He got some joints with Talib.
Yeah.
Like when he said, I never liked the way he rapped, I'm like, that's a hurt comment.
Yeah, it is, because I'm like, dude,
some shit.
Lyrics to your rib.
Right, exactly. Right.
All that shit. Come on, man.
Like, he that was just some, like, I'm just going to throw a dig at him. And I get it, because Talib said some semi-wild shit about him throughout the whole, you know what I mean, the election process and shit like that. Like, if you my man, you can't talk crazy about me and then expect to still be folks and shit. Like, I can't. Yeah,
especially knowing who you're talking about. Like, I'm sure they've known Kanye's been like this ever since they met him. They've been working with him, right. So it's cool while you're up under him and making money and all this kind of stuff, and y'all working together. But when you're not, and he's still the same person, still doing wild shit. Now all of a sudden it's a big problem. But it wasn't when you got featured on his debut album, Certified Classic, and that kind of also helped launch your career. Right. It's cool when you in Detroit going to visit the radio, trying to get on, he put you in a position to provide for the family and all that kind of stuff. It's cool when you get part of this label and have a huge R&B career. You featured in all sorts of commercials, and you and your wife got all this stuff going on. It's cool before then, but now on the other side of it, you're just going to be super duper critical. I'm not saying y'all got to be friends and you got to agree with the stuff, but it's a little much.
Right.
I thought those segments was crazy.
The other joint I like when he said, "Oh, you ain't hear the Soulja Boy verse?"
Come on, man. Yeah, he was giving it up, man.
That shit was ass.
I kind of want to hear it, but now I also don't, because I'm like, I know it was some butt. Like, I don't even.
No, I think it was even better that I gotta watch that. I saw that the Soulja Boy respond. He was like, "You gonna say my verse was trash?" Like, I see he dropped the video about that shit.
Oh, I gotta watch that. Yeah, Soulja Boy's gonna stay on brand. Like, look, he's gonna have his rant going. I ain't mad at him. Keep shooting, King. But yeah, man. Overall, this is a cool interview. I like hearing a little bit candid conversations about his relationship with Jay and you know how at the end of the day.
And then Beans,
Mm-hmm.
him giving the joint up to Beans and saying he made the joint easy and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was hard. Saying he owed him bread for making the name easy.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully he pays him because that would be dope if he did. You know, that intellectual property. Right. That'd be sick. But yeah, he just gave it up. Like just crazy, like the whole relationship with Jay, you know, oh, that's my big bro. But Jay's kind of selfish, but then, you know, I'm kind of selfish too. Like, you know, that's just a relationship back and forth, all this stuff. Talking about Dame and how he's kind of the amalgamation of
Dame with money.
And Jay.
Yeah, he was like, I'm Dame with money. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was hard. Yeah.
Exactly. Like just really.
And he was like, oh, something but the fallout with Jay. He's like, it's my brother. That's what we do. That's real though. Like that's what happens.
Yeah, it makes sense. It was just a good interview. Hopefully we can get more content from Kanye like this. I think the big takeaways from this are that we get more gems from Kanye when we let him sit down. Well, not we let him sit down, but when he sits down with people that let him express himself and aren't so confrontational or you know, he feels comfortable around to actually give up those jewels and whatnot. He was even giving NORE a lot of jewels too. He was like, yeah, I was with Kim and I pointed at NORE and said, look, this is who we named North after, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, that was dope.
My name is NORE and shit. Yeah, yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, NORE got to win some kind of award, some broadcast award for this young because it was definitely dope. Good moment for the culture. And just looking more forward towards other big interviews. Hopefully we get some more. I'm waiting on Kendrick's Drink Champs. I know that's got to be coming up.
That shit not
if he does it. He probably won't, but it would be hard if he did. Like, I think it would be super tough because I feel like Kendrick would give it up too. Yeah. End point for the podcast. Again, this has been the Gladiator Cypher podcast. Trying to get to you all weekly. Got your music reviews, culture talk, and of course your top threes. We love to switch those up every week. Be sure to share, like, subscribe, smoke signal, bat signal, sign language, ESL, everything. Engage with the post. Yeah. For our Espanol folks, you know. Me gusta los podcasts. Gladiator Cypher podcast. We in there.
Yeah, something Spanish. Yo tengo del gato. Don los perlones.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to all the Latino listeners out there. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, be sure to comment and let us know. Did we have some crazy takes? I know we had plenty of crazy takes this episode. I think the first 5 minutes, you know, the whole Thanksgiving. I don't even want to repeat it because it was out there, but you know, Nip gave it. Oh my goodness, that was a funny one. We got started early this podcast. But yeah, let us know what you think. Because we always need more ammo for the Nip clapback segment. So be sure to throw those comments in there so we can get that segment rolling again. But again, we'll be back next week for you all. Be sure to share. Be sure to tell us how you feel. And have a good Veterans Day weekend. Peace out.
Yes, sir. Don't be the pot on the skittle. Calling the pot a skittle on the skillet. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.